say how important teamwork is. And then I want to go back to my own family, because I was blessed with an amazing mother. But for that mother, I might not be standing here today. And I'll tell you why. When I was about 5 years old, we went to stay on a farm in the country. I had loved animals all my life, I'm told. But we lived in London, so, there was a few pigeons and sparrows, and we had a dog. But to go and stay on a farm in the country and meet cows and pigs and horses face to face, that was magical. I remember it really well. And there were no cruel factory farms in those days. These animals were grazing out in the fields the way animals should be. And I was given a job to help collect the hens' eggs. So the hens pecked about the farmyard and mostly laid their eggs in the little nest boxes around the coops where they slept at night. So I was opening the nest boxes and taking out the eggs and putting them in my little basket. And you know what a hen's egg looks like. Apparently, I was asking everybody, where does the egg come out of the hen? Because I couldn't see a hole big enough. Nobody told me to my satisfaction. I remember seeing this hen going up into her hen house and thinking, she's going to lay an egg, and following her, which is a big mistake because she squawked and flew out. And it's amazing, but I do remember clearly thinking, well, this is a frightening place. No hen will come here. And leaving that hen house and going into an empty one, I think there were about 6 or 8 of them, and hiding in some straw at the back and waiting. And waiting, and waiting, which was fine for me, but my poor family didn't know where I was. And they were out hunting, and you can imagine how my mother was feeling. It was getting dark, and where was her precious child? And yet, when she saw me rushing towards the house, all covered with straw, instead of reprimanding me, how dare you go off without telling us, don't you know how worried we've been, don't you dare do it again, which would have killed the excitement, she saw my shining eyes and sat down to hear the wonderful story of how a hen lays an egg. And in hindsight, isn't that the making of a little scientist, the curiosity, the asking questions, not getting the right reply, deciding to find out for yourself, making a mistake, not giving up, and learning patience. It was all there. And the reason I bring it up is, if I'd had a different kind of mother, that curiosity might have been squelched, and I might not be standing here today, at least not as me. So I'm very grateful to her and to my whole family. The next milestone